Hello, it is time for a weekly update. I want to bring you guys up to speed on what's going on in my life and some things I think that might be valuable for you. So, first off, this week was a really awesome week. I hit my happy scale milestone of 148, which was the number I wanted to hit before transitioning into maintenance. Now, this transition into maintenance will be like no other because for the last 3 months, I have not been tracking calories. I have not been tracking points. I have been eating when I'm hungry, stopping when I'm satisfied, and I've been losing weight. It's been awesome. I'm so excited. I have learned so much. Like now I feel so much more confident with this than I did on month one. Month one, I was, ooh. But now I feel so much better. So I can actually I'm still using my food scale. But what's interesting is I have learned from this entire process that my eyes are bigger than my belly, quite literally. The food that I used to put on my plate, even including healthy stuff like zucchinis, spaghetti squash, butternut squash, all those things, I was really overdoing the volume of food for me because when I did this whole 3 months of no tracking and really paying attention to my body, I've gotten wildly curious about how much do I really actually eat before I feel satiated. It's been, in some respects, almost half. Not always, but generally speaking. And so anyway, transitioning into maintenance while not tracking calories is going to be super interesting because I've only maintained my weight tracking calories or tracking points. And there is a very slight, so feeling hunger, knowing what it feels like to be in a caloric deficit, that is very distinct, right? Like if you've ever been on a diet, you know that feeling. It's like you're kind of hollow, you kind of want to keep eating, you maybe go to bed, you feel a little grumbly in your tumbly, right? You know the feelings of weight loss, like most people do. But feeling maintenance for me is a totally different animal because when I did maintenance before, and the reason I wanted to do this whole no tracking calories thing, is I was noticing even portioning out my food according to my maintenance calories, I was feeling sometimes overly full after dinner, and I would finish all the food on my plate because why? I had tracked it, of course. I had tracked it to my maintenance calories. I felt justified in eating it. Maybe you can relate. And so knowing what it feels like just to eat at maintenance without some kind of external marker to hit, I've never done. So this is the adventure of a lifetime. I'm going to keep you abreast of what I learn right here on my YouTube channel. But I just want to share that with you because what that basically means, it may not be a smooth transition into maintenance, and I'm accepting that on the front side. It might take me months, like it's taken me 3 months to get super comfortable with not tracking and knowing how to eat at a deficit, knowing how to eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm satisfied, without that external marker to hit. It could very well take me months or longer to figure out the maintenance phase of this because it's even more nuanced. Like, what does just enough in maintenance food feel like versus I can clearly define a deficit. So I am being patient with myself, lots of self-compassion, lots of self-love. I'm sure there'll be days I overconsume, and I'm sure there's going to be days I underconsume, and I'm sure it's going to look like me bumping my car. If you think about like a beginner driver, right? It's going to be me bumping my car into either side to try to figure all this out. But what's awesome about it is once I learn how to do this, I can't unlearn what I learn, right? So when we're in our journey, we have to give ourselves permission and compassion to learn what we don't already know. And we always want to be looking to how can I get better? How can I improve myself? How can I teach myself new things that I don't already know? And I think that hopefully is what you will get from this entire experience. One, I've been sharing with you how I've lost weight not tracking calories this last 3 months and all the lessons I'm learning. And I will share with you how I'm learning to eat at maintenance without tracking calories as well. And in my fitness, or no, I'm sorry, not my fitness pal, in Happy Scale, I have gone into the settings and I've switched my settings to maintenance. So that does change the interface a little bit, just so you know, on Happy Scale. And I set that I wanted to keep my weight at about 150 or less. So this week I hit 148. My weight average is hanging out in the 148 range right now. And my goal is to try and keep it there as much as I can. But again, where is the grace and compassion? It may not. I may see some bumping around, and that's okay. Not a problem. I'm going to continue to eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm satisfied. And what I will be doing periodically in my Instagram and Facebook stories is I will be taking pictures of my food and kind of circling or highlighting for you the small additions I'm making to make it what is more of a maintenance meal versus a deficit meal. Because I do know people ask me that a lot. They're like, how do I go from go for a deficit to maintenance? What does that look like? And I think a lot of people are frightened. They think, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna eat cupcakes all day. And so I've already done a couple photos this last week where I added like a pat of butter to my baked oatmeal. I added a tablespoon of oil to my salad versus a teaspoon, and like nuts to my protein smoothie at night. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to tell you. So this week I did something a little different, and I should share this as well. I actually took out sugar and flour from my diet for the last week, and I did this primarily due to some concerns about arthritis, things like that. Does that mean I'm doing keto, low carb? No, I'm eating the carbs. I've been having oatmeal, sweet potatoes, butternut squash. I can have rice, all that kind of stuff. I've just omitted, actually there's only two things that I've taken out of my diet really, which are my Captain Crunch at night. I've been doing my homemade hard shell topping and nuts in my protein smoothie instead. And I took out my whole wheat Ole wraps. So basically only flour and sugar products that I took out. Outside of that, nothing in my day-to-day eating has changed. So just wanted to make you aware of that. And thus far feeling really good. Not inflammation, but my joints have been feeling a little bit better, less swelling in my fingers, things like that. So I may keep that going. I don't know yet. I give myself permission always to change. You know that. But for now, it's been actually feeling really good. And so I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed, share where I'm at, what I've been doing, and to invite you, as always, to join me on YouTube, where I do my daily videos with you and give you guys up-to-date information on things I'm learning and to help you better in your weight loss journey. So please do join me on YouTube, and I will be back shortly, probably within a week or so, with another update. All right, I'll talk to you soon.